Hey everybody, my name is Mark Messelet. Today I'm going to be making a tincture and an oil using St. John's wort. Um, Tinctures, the difference between the tinctures are something that you mix in with your tea or in with the drink and you ingest, while oil could be used to apply to your skin to soothe any kind of irritation, burns, kind of like aloe vera, but it's St. John's wort. Here's a picture of the stuff I'm using. The vodka, it's been in our freezer for, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years, so finally put some use to it. It's 40 proof or 40% alcohol, which will give us 60% of water, 40% to 60% alcohol water ratio. So it kind of works out good, and I guess I'll put it back in my freezer. The scientific name for it is Hypericum porphyratum. Hyper is above. Icon is from the word icon, and it was like hung over a shrine, like an icon or religious picture. And the second word, porphyratum, is from the leaves on it, not the petals, not the actual flower, the leaves on the stem. They have little spots on them. Well, here's the picture. The reason why I'm doing two different recipes, I guess, is making a tincture. You can't really add stuff, otherwise it would give different effects, and I'm no herbologist, so I don't want to start messing with stuff that I don't fully understand. So go with what you know. So that's why I'm just using the St. John wort extract. And so let's get started. Alright, so like I said before, I'm using the St. John's wort. It's Trader Joe's brand, and all the ways to make it I found online all involved actually using the actual flower and plant. So I had to adjust it a little bit to suit my needs, for how I'm making it. So here's the St. John that I showed you before, the extract that I'm using. See the dose on the back. It's 300 milligrams of the flower, and it's in a capsule. The capsules. So what I'm just gonna do is just break them apart and add them to my oil, my tincture mix, and then follow the instructions like the book says from there. Alright, so popped open 3 of these things, poured them in my little cup. Their serving size is 1 capsule, and the suggested use is take 1 to 3 capsules daily. So for consistency reasons, I wanted to make the oil and the tincture the same concentration of the St. John's wort. Wanted to keep the doses the same, just for consistency. Well, let's mix it up. One of the advantages of using the concentrated capsules of the St. John's wort, the extract, is I don't have to use these gigantic mason jars, the stems and leaves and everything. I just use this. I think this had olives in it before, so it's perfect. I don't need to take up too much space with it. One of the things that a lot of the websites and videos that I watched wanted to make sure of is to make sure all the flour is covered when you're doing the oil, because one of the differences between the oil and the tincture is, so I just really hope I don't spill this on my computer. As far as how much oil to add, they just said make sure that it is completely covered. And to mix it thoroughly. So let me get the cap on and shake it up. Be able to breathe a little bit better. So when I put the oil in and mix it, I want to put a cap on it for now so I could mix it up, and then the only thing I didn't have for the oil mix is a cheesecloth or like a fine filter. They recommend that to put over the top so it could be able to breathe. I'm gonna do that at a later date. This whole process for both the oil and the tincture take minimum 2 weeks. For the oil, they say a couple of days or a couple weeks longer, so 2 weeks to a month. The tincture is good after a couple weeks. So let's add the oil. So, a lot of the videos with the actual flowers said that it turns to a bright red. Continually to shake it every day to keep it mixed. And another thing that's a little different with the oil than the tincture is to keep it out of the sun, some kind of box, and place it next to a window so it gets the heat but not the sunlight. That could change the effectiveness. So shaking it up. All right, now let's make the tincture. The way that the tincture is going to work is you're going to add it. You're not going to take little shots of it or anything. You're going to add it to your tea or to some kind of drink, and ingest it that way. So you don't have to, take a shot of St. John's vodka or anything. All right, so I've got the capsules in here. Once again, I got my little jar. There's a little bit that was in there, so not a big loss for me. All right, let's add our high class Vital premium vodka. You can tell it's classy because it's in a plastic bottle. All right, let's pour this in. The instructions call same kind of deal. Make sure that the flour is covered. So in this case, just kind of add how much I think we'll use. And I just kind of want to get rid of this vodka. It's had a long run. So you can see it turning a little bright, a little, not bright red, but a little hint of red. Let me get the lid on nice and tight. So shake it up, mix it up. So like I said before, the tincture is something more for adding to your tea, or I don't know what else you'd really want to put vodka. vodka flavored St. John's Wort in. So here's make sure I label them up, and in 2 weeks, if we're still in class, I post an update, or at least send the professor, or if anybody's interested, I'll post it on this YouTube page to for an update, and let you know how it is. All right, thanks for being patient. And so it's not hard. I did it at my computer desk, so you don't need this big fancy setup to do this. If it was the flowers, it would have been the same deal, just a bigger jar. This summer, I'm definitely going to come late June. I'm definitely going to look for the St. John's flowers if there's any in the area, because it's considered a invasionary plant, so it's real restricted on how where it could grow. Also, if livestock get to it, they could eat too much of it, and they'll get sick, or they'll get real sensitive to light. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Any questions, you could just comment, and I'll comment back. Thanks. See you, everybody.